Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you with us on this Friday night. I'm Glenn Cassie.
And I'm Lauren Maloney. Jurors at the Stephen Bourgoin trial have the weekend to consider what was happening in Bourgoin's mind when he drove the wrong way on I-89, accused of killing 5 teenagers.
They'll return to court Monday to hear more on that, plus final arguments as the 2-week trial winds down. Local 22 Stacey DeSilva joins us now live from outside the courthouse. Stacey?
Good evening to you, Glenn and Lauren. All this week it's been about Stephen Bourgoin's mental state about 2.5 years ago. Earlier in the week, his defense presented 2 psychiatrists who say various mental disorders led to Bourgoin experiencing psychosis at the time of the crash. But today, during another round of rebuttal from the state, 4 doctors said no. Stephen Bourgoin showed no signs of being delusional. This is how Stephen Bourgoin carries himself on his 10th day of trial. And this is what he looked like at his October 14th, 2016 arraignment at the University of Vermont Medical Center. That day, he pleaded not guilty to 5 counts of second-degree murder for the deaths of 5 Mad River Valley teenagers: Liam Hale, Eli Brookins, Mary Harris, Cyrus Zhao, and Janie Chase Causey. His doctors testified Friday that the way he appeared here didn't add up.
What I was seeing was not pathologic. Okay, there did not, in my opinion, exist a reason for his obtunded appearing state based on his medical injuries. Out of it, really out of it.
3 University of Vermont Medical Center doctors treated and/or evaluated Bourgoin in the weeks after the crash. Dr. Stephen Runyon, an emergency psychiatrist, was brought on to determine if Bourgoin was suicidal.
He answered very clearly, very specifically, that he was not suicidal, that the events in question did not represent a suicide attempt.
All the doctors say they saw no evidence of insanity, which is Bourgoin's defense. He said he was experiencing delusions, that he was being recruited for a secret government mission.
There was no evidence of paranoid delusions and no evidence of disorder of his thinking.
He was not insane at the time of those offenses.
Dr. Paul Cotton is the state's response to 2 psychiatrists who testified Bourgoin was insane. He diagnosed Bourgoin with adjustment disorder, which is a stress-related condition. Dr. Cotton says Bourgoin was in a great deal of distress and despair in October 2016, but he was not mentally ill.
Mental disease, a disorder of mood or thought, was not the issue that was definable and overwhelming to him.
Dr. Cotton spent 4 hours with Bourgoin in December 2016. He said Bourgoin's delusions that the teenagers were mannequins was Bourgoin's reaction to a catastrophic event.
People in the immediate aftermath of the catastrophic event can have a thought that is irrational, it's unrealistic.
Monday morning, defense will cross-examine Dr. Cotton, which is sure to be interesting. Before the jury even came in this morning, defense attorney Robert Kadams took issue with the judge over Dr. Cotton's views on mental illness and made reference to conflicting statements Dr. Cotton made in deposition. So after that, the plan is for final arguments to take place. But as we all know, trials are anything but predictable. Reporting live in Burlington, Stacey DeSilva, Local 22 News. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Stacey.